Welcome to day 9 of the 14-day Buddhist plan for the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm Alan Pito. So congratulations, we're still on our second week, and so we've already covered in the first 8 days the Noble Eightfold Path of the Buddha. And that was important because that's what the Buddha taught right after he gained enlightenment and became the Buddha. It's the foundation of Buddhist practice. So it was important to actually talk about that and have us practice that. And you don't end, right, because we're now into, day 9. You were always practicing the Noble Eightfold Path. But it was a good thing for the COVID-19 pandemic because it's going to center us, it's going to make us stronger, it's going to make us understand what's actually going on with our feelings, emotions, how we perceive things. So day 9, we chose here the entering the market. So in the Zen tradition, there is the Zen Oxherding Pictures. And so like an ox, like a bull, if you will, it's really about our mind and how we perceive things and understand things and how it kind of our mind controls us. And the very last of the pictures is basically entitled Entering the Market or Re-entering the Market. And entering the market is really another way of saying re-entering the world. But when in that very last picture, it's just not, I did some meditation or whatever, I came back. This person's transformed or awakened or enlightened. They get what's actually going on in our world and they understand things. So like what might have affected them before doesn't affect them. What maybe, you can't do this, they understand maybe they can do this, but they understand in a totally different way than we unenlightened, unawakened people actually can. So they're not generating like unwholesome karma. So it's a very different transformation. This is kind of a neat one to kind of do right now because if you kind of think about it, we're re-entering like physical markets out there as well too, whether that's our workplaces, our society, the grocery store market. So how we're actually thinking about this last Zen Oxherding picture, we can kind of use towards what's going on right now. Like for example, if I'm going into the market to get some groceries and supplies and stuff like that, how am I interacting in there? Am I just kind of like an ox, I'm just kind of going there, I'm just grabbing the toilet paper, grabbing supplies, I'm not being mindful, I'm not being right speech, right actions and stuff like that. I'm just that bull, in the China shop type thing, right? I'm letting Mara control me, I'm letting my unsettled mind control me. But when this enlightened, awakened individual goes in there, they have a totally different way they do it. Now, I'm going to guess, both you and me were not awakened or enlightened individuals. We're trying to make progress, towards that, trying to generate wholesome karma, good merits, and hopefully eventually get to that point, who knows when, but we're practicing Buddhists, right? So think about it this way. When you go into the market, whether that's society, workplace, grocery store, whatever, how are you interacting? Are you that bull in a China shop? I'm going to just grab everything, or are you mindful? Are you have right concentration, right actions, right speech? What are you doing in there? If you want to think about it a different way, are you setting an example? Are you being a leader, out there as well, or are you just being reactionary? So re-entering the market, obviously, we're not going to be awakened or enlightened individuals, but we can definitely think that way. We can definitely try to the best of our ability. What would the Buddha do? Like if he was going in to get toilet paper at the grocery store, right? How would he interact with the people that he's encountering, with the situations he's encountering? That's going to be very important. Someone's going to, you're driving or someone cuts you off or says a bad word to you. How do you take that in, and what do you actually respond with? Are you reacting, or are you being mindful, right speech, right action, etc.? So kind of think about it that way. If you want to kind of like a neat way or a nice way to kind of think about doing it when you're interacting out there, just think like, what would a Buddha do? Just put yourself in his place. If I was a Buddha, how would I respond to that? We all have Buddha nature inside us, so any of us can be a Buddha. Any of us can be enlightened, any of us can be awakened, so that's not outside the realm of possibility, but obviously we're not all there, but we can definitely make strides towards that, especially during the COVID-19 pandemic. I hope all of you are being safe and healthy, and I'll see you tomorrow. Thank you.